Hey guys, so I have some more confirmations for you guys about Lunk potentially serving as a seed coin. And yet again, we'll be seeing that recurring theme of Lunk pumping while XRP has not yet moved or has crashed. But just so you guys know, I'm not a financial advisor at all. This is just me sharing with you guys what I'm looking at in regards to the correlation of the prices of Lunk and XRP prophetically. Now, before we get into all that, we're going to quickly have a look at Lunk on the charts because it's been very interesting recently. So, we see that Lunk is currently sitting at support right around 40368, right around here. And right here, it currently has very, very strong support. And we also saw that it broke it temporarily, but it was almost immediately bought back all the way up. Now, if we look at it here on the daily, we see something amazing. Look at this red candle that we had just a couple of days ago. This red candle took us all the way down to 403. And in a time where almost the entire market was bleeding as a result of Bitcoin crashing, this move all the way down to 403 was bought up almost immediately, guys. Look at this green candle that followed that red candle. And this was happening while everything else was just getting hammered as a result of Bitcoin. I was watching this the entire time while Bitcoin was crashing, and I'm telling you, the resilience of Lunk is unlike any other throughout the markets. Because Lunk went on to pump, it was bought up, and even went higher than where this red candle has started, which was just very impressive, in my opinion. And so it's currently holding, like I said, very strong support. It went right back up to this current level of support that is holding. And I know for a fact that Lunk is fixing to break out very soon. Lunk is going to break out of this long period of consolidation at this level of support where it's at. And as soon as it gets above this level here, above, let's say 404, it's going to blast off. It's going to make new all-time highs. And we're going to take out 408 in no time. We'll probably do that in one candle, as it did right here. The only difference will be that we won't be selling off and coming back down here. Once we eat 1-0 and get above 301, I believe we're going to stay up there and continue higher. So that's what I'm seeing in the charts for Lunk. Lunk is looking very bullish, guys. In comparison to practically every other coin that's in the market, Lunk is looking very, very good. Now, guys, I'm going to quickly go through our beloved sister's vision that Yah had given to her about Lunk. I believe her name is called Rosalyn Solomon. You guys can go over there and check out her channel. Now, this is what she saw after she said she had asked Yah for a vision about Lunk, because apparently she had invested in it and she didn't want to lose any of her money. And as we don't want to lose none of our money. So she invested it in Lunk, Luna Classic. So this vision is about Lunk, even though she mentions Luna in the original video. Now she said she asked Yah to give her a vision, and on the third day, she had received this vision about Lunk. So this is what she said that Yah showed her. First of all, she said that Lucifer was in her vision, and she saw him trying his very best to hold Lunk down by whatever means. He was trying his very best to hold the coins down, to destroy Lunk. But not only Lunk, these other meme coins as well that was following Lunk. So in essence, what she saw was, she saw Luna took off. It rose like the sun, as she described it in her vision. She saw that Luna Classic took off, rose like the sun. You see, so it just went parabolic basically and took off. And then following, she used the word following Luna was meme coins. So that's a recurring theme as well. We've heard that several times now from several different people in the body of Christ, that Lunk took off first. You see, and this is just serving as yet another confirmation that we will see some movement from Lunk even before the prophetic meme coins. But then I think it was before they took off. Lucifer was trying his best to try to stop them. But then no matter what he did, he failed. No matter what he did in her vision, which is actually very good, he just could not stop them. And then she said she saw a mighty rushing wind. And trust me, guys, I know about this mighty rushing wind because I've had personal experience of witnessing this move of Yah before. And it is very real. You see, when Yah is ready to move, everyone has to back up. They have to move out of the way. You see. So she saw this mighty rushing wind came and it just threw Lucifer away. It tossed him away. You see. And then the coins took off. So that, in essence, was her dream about Luna Classic. And that there is yet another confirmation. It's very important. Luna took off first, and then the meme coins followed. So that was our beloved sister Rosalyn dream about Lunk. Now, let's quickly take a look at a very important dream as well that came from Drew Wyatt.
Hey everybody, so I had a dream update to add on to the Luna Classic original dream that I had. And before I tell it, I want to readdress my original Luna Classic dream. I had several people asking me, well, when it went to zero, what did you see it at? And so in my dream, when I saw this single red candle, I see the red candle go up, I see it touch 10 cents, and I see it come down and the candle disappears. Then I see it come back up and it touches it again, and I see it disappear, and I see it come back up and it disappears, and it does this 3 times. So I didn't actually see a price when it came down all the way. That's not what I'm getting at. And I'm not saying in the physical that even transpires to that hits 10 cents 3 times, as much as it was a confirmation that it's going to at least hit 10 cents. Now, what I'm also gonna say is I didn't see it stop at 10 cents. I saw on my screen 10 cents. I saw the candle up really high. It doesn't mean at the height of the candle that it was 10 cents. I just want to clarify that from my dream. So I had another dream this week. It was either Sunday morning, Monday morning. And in my dream, I was opening up my phone onto the KuCoin app, and I go in my assets, and my account balance was several $100,000. And so immediately I knew one of my Luna Classic orders had filled. And so immediately in my dream, I'm like, okay, I need to convert this to XRP. XRP was still down. That's the key thing. And I want to address that.
Okay, so in regards to this dream that our brother Drew Wyatt had also seen, my interpretation is very similar to his as well. I also believe that the reason why he saw that Lunk went up to 10 cents 3 times was that Yah was highlighting to him the absolute minimum to which we can expect Lunk to pump, as opposed to it pumping up to 10 cents 3 times. I believe that it was basically Yah highlighting that Lunk will pump up to at least, and I'm going to use the word at least, 10 cents. You see, because he himself highlighted that it wasn't the end of the candle, which means that it could potentially go higher. And I also believe this as well. So what Yah was doing was giving us a basic understanding of like the idea of where, and giving us an idea of exactly where it will go in that pump. And I understand also why that pump occurred and what caused it. Yes, guys, I actually understand why we'll do that. Because it will actually be a reaction to Bitcoin crashing. You see, it will happen as a result of liquidity coming out of Bitcoin while it is crashing. At some point, I don't know if it's going to be the crash from 50,000 down to 20 grand, but at some point, liquidity is going to be shifting out of Bitcoin. The whales are literally going to be looking for lifeboats to escape in. And one of those lifeboats is going to be Luna Classic. And that's what will cause this sudden liquidity move and liquidity shift into Terra Luna Classic, which will cause the price to rise that significantly and that quickly. And it may very well pump all the way up to $1. That's a possibility, guys. It may very well pump up to $1 because in my understanding, what's going to occur even at that time, I honestly believe that it will be the Bitcoin flash crash. And not only Lunk will pump up that high, I believe that God candles will be forming on several other coins, but not XRP. You see, the timing for XRP will be different, as you heard it yourself from his own mouth. At the time when Lunk is pumping, XRP will be low. XRP would have crashed significantly low. You see, so this is in regards to Lunk and quite possibly, potentially several other coins as well. But some will be pumping and some will not be moving at this time. You see, some coins will be acting in reaction to Bitcoin's crash. And Lunk will most definitely be one of them that will be reacting positively to a Bitcoin crash. And so as we see that our brother went on to clarify that at the time of the Lunk pump, XRP has not yet moved. We have received this several times, guys, right throughout the body of Christ. So this is a confirmation, and we know that it will occur. It will definitely happen in this way. So I'm thinking that we're going to have a very big drop in Bitcoin. It's going to affect XRP as well. XRP is going to drop, but Lunk is going to pump in reaction to, that Bitcoin crash. You see, Bitcoin is going to crash, XRP and these blue chips as well. But coins like Lunk, that has very, very low market cap and has crashed many months ago and have been crashing for quite some time. These coins, they're going to be like safe havens. The whales are going to see them as safe havens to park their money, to run to. And that's what's going to actually cause these coins to rise very, very quickly and suddenly. Because the whales are going to see them as places to escape when Bitcoin is crashing significantly. I'm talking about a bigger crash than what we've seen recently. You see, quite possibly down to $20,000 is what I'm thinking. That crash from 50 to 20, because currently I'm expecting it to consolidate around this very strong level of support that it has in between 69,000 and 49,000. Right in between there, it has very strong support. But once it loses that, it's going to head all the way down to 20 grand. So it may be at some point during that crash, from the 50K area down to 20, is when we'll see that huge spike for Lunk up to 10 cents and beyond, potentially up to $1. But one thing is for sure, I know that it's coming. The blue chips, they're going to also crash as well with Bitcoin. So we don't want to be in those blue chips currently. What you want to do is set low limit buy orders for them. What you want to do also is to be in Lunk. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. You see, I'm just trying to analyze this whole thing and to search it out as we're called to do. So there you have it, guys. That is what's coming. I hope you guys are in position, especially in Lunk, because it may very well serve as a seed coin in this wealth transfer that is literally playing out right before our very eyes. Now, that is all I'm going to share in this particular video. You guys, please take good care of yourselves. Peace, shalom. Until next time.